Captain Ibrahim Traore has been training for the past 3 years, and for all the good reasons. The guy is just 34, was just 34 when he went into office. He's now 36, so he's been in office for approximately 2 years. And what he has achieved over the 2 years, the 3 years now that we're in 2025, is amazing. Things that have failed to be achieved by some in decades, some African governments in decades. He is actually, within the 3 years of being in office, the guy has raised the national GDP of Burkina Faso from 18.8 billion to 22.1 billion. And the guy's secret is simple. He's not actually inviting a lot of foreign investors. He's not borrowing money. In actual fact, he's actually coming up with strategies that utilizes the capacity of Burkina Faso and their natural resources. One of the best thing about the guy is he appreciates the natural endowment that we have as Africa. And remember, Africa, we have got so much resources in abundance, reserves of natural resources. Majority of African countries, and in Burkina Faso, they are doing exactly that. They're utilizing the capacity of their resources, natural resources. So we're going to look into some of the things, some of the strategies that he has adopted to ensure to achieve this significant leap in their GDP over the 3 years he has been in office. Economic diversification through gold processing. Remember, majority of our mineral resources in Africa, we mine them and we send them away for others to process. He has decided to solve that. So what he has done, he appreciates that gold production contributes 16% of their national GDP. That's 80% of their exports. So what he has done is inaugurated a state-of-the-art mine model that actually processes it extracts, it processes, and then sells as a final product. So in other words, that on its own will definitely double the earnings. So the contribution won't be 16 anymore, because remember, the greater value is what we were not doing, which was the processing that was being done by others. So their GDP will definitely leap up and bring a positive earning to the national economy. And secondly, he has modernized agriculture. Remember, a productive nation is a well-fed nation. So in other words, we are saying a well-fed nation has got the capacity to be productive. How? First and foremost, when people are full or are well-fed, they've got more energy to work, and they've got less time to focus on negative things, on struggling on how am I going to feed my family and stuff. Secondly, a well-fed nation which is fed by the right food is a nation that has got less downtime due to illness, due to low life expectancy. So the guy understands the key concepts of developing an economy. So how has he done that? To improve food security and rural livelihoods, the government has distributed 400 tractors, 239 tillers, 710 motor pumps, and 714 motorcycles, significantly enhancing agricultural productivity. And these are being distributed to Burkina Faso, who have got passion for farming. So the tractors are now being given at no cost to Burkina Faso. I'm not sure if there is a model or an arrangement whereby they contribute something to the national government, but what I know is he has bought these equipment to be used by farmers to be more productive, for them to be more productive. And thirdly, what he has done is infrastructural development. As much as some of the projects he has actually not achieved them as yet, but his plan is brilliant. He intends to modernize infrastructure through the construction and expansion of roads, and modernizing some dust roads into tarred roads. That will actually improve a lot in terms of economic development. Remember, when your road networks are in good shape, it's easy for the transportation of these final products or these minerals from one point to the other, and from the production line to the value throughout the value of chain processes up until to the market. So it becomes easy for the transportation even when we export these products to foreign countries. It becomes easy when the road network is good. And also, one of the main projects is the completion of the northern interchange in Ouagadougou, which is expected to alleviate a lot of traffic congestion. And I think traffic congestion is a big problem in places where we stay. Usually when you are going to home after work, people are spending hours, even in the morning when they're coming to work, people are spending hours in congestion, in traffic congestion. That is actually expensive to productivity, because some people are late. In some cases, people try by all means to be punctual, but now it will cost on their time to rest. So that means they will arrive home late and they will leave home early. So they've got less time to rest, and that will actually affect their productivity. Remember, a decent sleep produces a competent or a more productive employee. He is actually working on one of the major projects that is meant to advance global connectivity. Is the upgrade of the Ouagadougou Basin Airport, which is expected to be done by 2025, which is this year, and it is said to be also creating 500 jobs for local citizens. So this is a brilliant project, and it's brilliant in the context that majority of African countries are suffering from high unemployment rates. In some cases there might be employment, but the employment is not decent, or it's not decent in the context of it's not secured for a reasonable time. In some cases the earnings are too low, and I'm not sure about those details, the finer details, but from the guy's conduct, I would like to believe that these are decent jobs that have been created. And the last one that I have is it's not the last of the last, but from what I have is sustainable energy and agriculture. Remember, agriculture and energy can't be separated. Energy empowers agriculture, and agriculture empowers those who empowers the utilization of energy. So some of the projects that he has initiated, which has to do with sustainable energy, is a Samendeni hydroelectric dam project, which he has initiated, which he is actually working on in collaboration with other partners. So basically, if you look at all the facts of all his plans and strategies, are utilizing the existing capacity, which is the utilization of natural resources, which is the mineral resources, which is gold, and agriculture. I think with this kind of spirit of Ibrahim Traore, his approach, his passion for his people, his passion for Africa, I think we need to utilize this opportunity. Which opportunity am I talking about? I'm talking about the current migration into smart energy. I'm just going to quickly quote on articles that were done by reputable consultants, zerocarbonanalytics.org, and they quoted McKinsey on how much it is going to benefit Africa, this migration, the green migration. So I'm going to quote, according to McKinsey, Africa could generate between 200 million and 2 billion of additional annual revenue by 2030, and create up to 3.8 million jobs by building a competitive low carbon manufacturing sector. Additionally, minerals could play a role in meeting African citizens' huge housing and transport needs by driving the sustainable development of these sectors. And on another article, they quoted the International Energy Agency. So the quote goes, according to the International Energy Agency, IEA, over the next 2 decades, renewable energy technologies could account for 40% of total demand for copper and rare earth elements, between 60 to 70% of total nickel and cobalt demand, and almost 90% of lithium demand. This is a major opportunity for Africa. Africa that hosts 30% of the world's green mineral reserves. And if you look at it, the green transition is actually a better option for us to adopt, and we've got a very good advantage of us having 30% of these minerals that are important to this green transition. So I think we just need the political will and the institutional discipline and the political discipline to be able to achieve this and utilize the opportunity that we have. From us, the achievers. Guys, thank you so much, and please remember to subscribe.